Hey, welcome to the program. How you doing? It's the Ron Van Dam Show. Someday I'll have to change my name so it matches the title. How are you? Good to be with you. Excuse me, I have things to do. Okay. Those of you who haven't seen this show before, I've been doing this for about 5, 6 years here, maybe longer. 10, let's say 10. Prior to that, I did a show on the Brockton cable thing for about 25 years. God, am I old? I do radio. I've been doing radio since 1990. That's the turn of the century when Columbus discovered America. Uh, so that's what, 32 years? Oh my God, am I old? So I've been doing radio for 32 years. And then in 2014, I also transformed into podcasting because somebody told me that that was going to be the wave of the future. I'm not sure that they were correct or not, but I've been doing that, which has brought our show nationwide. So it's been nice. And once a week, I do the show here. I don't know why. I just talk. I don't know why you need to look at me while I'm doing it. As a matter of fact, it's rather uncomfortable. Could you go do something else? Keep the sound on the TV so I can relate to you and tell you my wonderful stories. But you don't need to sit here and stare at me. As a matter of fact, that's rude. Don't you have something to do? All right. I like to add the personal touches. If I'm talking to somebody, I don't know who the hell you are. How are you? Anyway, good to be with you. Good to see you. I went down to New York City last week to see a Broadway show. Every once in a while, I enjoy the culture. I'm from New York, so I do enjoy going back home every once in a while. It's crazy there, but I go anyway because I like to. Those are air quotes. I don't know why I'm using them. I stayed at a Hilton there. It wasn't swanky, believe me. Don't. And Paris Hilton was not there. I don't know where the hell she was. I thought she'd be there greeting me, but she wasn't. So I get there and I get on the elevator and I'm I'm on the 14th floor, which is fine. I get in the elevator and I'm looking at the elevator buttons, which they tend to have in elevators. Otherwise, you just go wherever the elevator wants to. So I'm hitting 14. And then I'm realizing, wait a minute, it goes the 11th floor, the 12th floor, and then the 14th floor. Here we go again. People are scared of the number 13. I don't know where this came from. It's probably a pagan thing. I really don't know. Some kind of witch trial was involved somewhere, but 13 apparently is a very unlucky number for many people. For me, it's lucky, but for other people, it's not. So there's no 13th floor. And, you know, just to say that is just stupid. There is a 13th floor. They call it the 14th floor. if if you're on a floor that's labeled 14 and there's no 13, are you that much of an idiot that you think, "Oh, good, at least I'm not on the 13th floor." Oh my God, stop being so stupid. And then I realized 13. I don't think it's a thing anymore. I think with the millennials and the Generation P and the Generation X, I'm actually Generation P because I get up 2 times at night in order to do that. So I guess I'm Generation P. So I don't know. Anyway, I think that's been lost in generational transition. So yeah. So 13 is not unlucky, really, to the point where people really avoid it anymore, I don't believe, because I also read that the new iPhone is coming out. Ooh, and it's the iPhone 13. Well, congratulations, iPhone people who are not scared of that. I mean, can you imagine you have the iPhone 11? I don't know what the hell is, and so we're coming out with the iPhone 13. Oh, I'm not getting that. Oh, no, 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 no. That's the screen is going to break as soon as I get it, I'm sure. That's unlucky, the iPhone 13. It's not. It's a 13th iPhone they've put out, apparently. Of course, the Samsung stuff. That's different. They're up to 22 now or 23. I think that coordinates with the year, like COVID 23. Do you know they're still going through a COVID thing in China? Yeah, they're actually locked down. Like the whole population is locked down, and you're not allowed to leave. And they have a food shortage because of this big COVID that's going on there. Um, that's a little scary, but yet right now it's their problem. We're not having that problem right now at all. But they are. I don't know what's going to go on there, but I don't know if you know that. Check the news every once in a while if you would. China's going through like major lockdown. I mean, I'm talking major. You are not allowed on the streets. You have to wait for food to come to you, and it's very sparse. Some people are eating one meal a day. These are the normal, regular people. That's scary stuff. Anyway, I thought I'd scare you just for a little bit. I went to a wedding recently. I think it was like 6 years ago. To me, 6 years ago is recent. I've lost all track of time. I don't know what was yesterday and what was 6 years ago. Because they're all exactly the same. So I go to this wedding, and everybody's walking up to the bride, right after the ceremony, and they're saying, "You are the most beautiful bride I've ever seen." Seriously? She knows that you don't mean that, but she blushes anyway. But, I mean, come on. How many people do you say that to? I mean, how honest is you are the most beautiful bride I've ever seen. Now, I got to tell you, I say that to every bride, so I mean it. Come on. So she's beautiful. That's the most beautiful gown. You're the most beautiful bride I've ever seen. That's the most beautiful gown. Those are the most beautiful shoes. Your makeup, that's the most beautiful makeup job I've ever seen on a bride, ever. It's like when you see somebody's baby, not your baby, somebody else's baby, and they show you the baby, and you're obligated to say, "That is the cutest baby I've ever seen." No, it's not. Don't lie to them. That is a one but ugly baby. You know how that goes. So, anyways, everybody's saying to the bride, "Oh, it's beautiful," and she keeps her gown. She bought the gown. The gown could be $1,000, could be $3,000. I don't know, but she buys the gown and keeps the gown forever. She'll never wear it again. She probably will get divorced before the year is out, but she has this gown that she bought. Then you turn to the groom, and instead of saying to the groom, "You're the most handsome groom I've ever seen," what do you say to the groom? "You clean up nice." That's the compliment to the bride. That's a beautiful gown. To the groom, "Hey, you clean up nice." What? Very rarely does the groom have a tuxedo or buy a tuxedo. 99.99999% of the time, the groom rents his tuxedo. There's the difference. There's no reason for this difference, but it is one. The groom rents, the bride buys. And thus is the cycle of life. It's the harbinger of death. Okay, fine. I just find that, it just amazes me. The groom, "Hey, whatever. You're doing the best you can." The bride, "Oh, an angel walking on clouds is what you are." The groom, "Yeah, you look all right. You're doing the best you can. And thanks for showering. Thanks for taking a shower. What'd you do with your hair? Comb it? My God. All right, fine, whatever." It's weird. Just weird stuff, man. It's weird stuff. I call you man. I don't know who you are. We used to do that when I was growing up. There were hippies, and we called each other man. "How you doing, man?" "Good, man. How you doing, man?" "I'm doing fine, man." "How you doing, man?" "Good, man." Now everybody's guys. Have you noticed that? A woman will walk up to a group of women friends and say, "Hi, guys. How you doing?" No, they're not guys. They're gals, if you want to call them that. They're women. They're not guys. Guy is a masculine term for a guy. Somehow, uh, this also transcends into everybody. Everybody's guys. How you doing, guys? Wait a minute, I'm a girl. Hey, guys. I don't understand that at all. It makes no sense. And that's what I do with this show. I point out the things that don't make sense to me so that you turn around and say, hey, I feel the same way. That may not happen, but it probably does. I'm really not too sure, to be honest with you. I'm going to bring something up, and I'm going to throw it in the middle of the show so it gets disguised and tumbled in the middle. I got a notice from the water department in the town in which I live. The town in which I live, I'll give you a clue. It begins with an E, ends with an N, and it's in Massachusetts. So I get this little postcard, not a letter, a little postcard, and it says, your water sucks. Sorry, it's not up to code. Good luck. It didn't say that exactly. That was my interpretation of the card. If you have any questions about the fact that we're telling you that your water sucks, you can call us, and we'll try to get around the subject without figuring out what's going on here. I got to tell you, that bothers me. Now, I know the water isn't necessarily horrible. There's no boil the water thing in effect. And it also says on the card that if you do boil the water, it doesn't make any difference. It still sucks. It's not incredibly dangerous unless you've been drinking this water for your entire life, and nobody really has. Because the water, I guess what the regulations have changed. And some of the towns, their water is not as clean as it should be. It used to be, but now with the new parameters, now it's not acceptable anymore all of a sudden. So now all of a sudden, if you drink the water, you're going to die. They didn't say that, and you're not going to. But if you have some immune system problems, that could be of a concern. You may want to go out and get some bottled water. It should be at their expense, but if you live in the town, you can't sue the town because you're just suing yourself. It's just, you can't do much of anything. It does bother me. Now, there is a resolve. There is a water treatment plant that is being constructed. You can't build these things overnight. They're not Quonset huts. They're water treatment plants. So they are actively building it as fast as they can. But it's going to take a year or two, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I guess by law they have to tell you that your drinking water is not up to par. I guess is the kindest way of putting it. I did call the phone number. A very nice person answered the phone. I asked questions. It sounded like they were politicians trying to evade the question. I said, like, is the drinking water safe? And the response was, it's a beautiful day outside, isn't it? That wasn't exactly what they said, but that was what I got out of it. So, I don't know. You may want to call your... I think everybody in the town probably got this postcard. I really don't know. I'd rather get postcards of somebody lying on a beach somewhere at a tropical island than a card telling me that my water is not really that drinkable. Again, it is and it isn't. I don't know. That's pretty much it. It is and it isn't. You know, it's okay, but it's not up to regulations. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So I threw that into the middle of the show because I don't want to be controversial or anything. I just want to make sure you know. And, of course, the spin on it is mine alone. Okay, let's move on. I don't know who's responsible for this, by the way. Let's move on. I interviewed on my radio show a few days ago a oral hygienist, which is somebody who knows everything but is not being paid the salary of a dentist. She was very, very nice, and we talked about toothpastes that you find in the pharmacies and in the supermarket. Don't call them drugstores anymore. Drug's a bad word. Pharmacy, that's the word we use. So my question to her was, because when I go to the pharmacy and I need toothpaste, it's not as simple as it used to be. You chose your brand, Crest, Colgate, whatever the case may be, and it was in the familiar box. Take the box, bring it to the register, pay for the thing, and leave. Yeah, that's not what happens now. You go to the shelf, and there's 500 choices, not by brands, but on types of things within the brand. For example, and this is what I don't understand. Help me out if you would, even though you can't talk to me. There are toothpaste boxes by the same brand that say whitening on it, right on the bold letters on the. That's this toothpaste is special for whitening. Well, who doesn't want white teeth? Do you know anybody who says, I like my banana-colored teeth? They offset my shirt. No, you want white teeth. So, okay, I want whitening. But wait a minute, next to it, there's a whole stack of boxes that say the same toothpaste brand, and it says strengthens enamel. Ooh, I want my enamel strength. I don't want weak enamel. I want my enamel to be strong. It coats my teeth with protection. And when the enamel breaks down, your teeth start rotting out. So, yeah, enamel, sure. Do I have to get 2 boxes now? One for enamel, one for whitening? Wait, there's more. There's gum protection so you don't get gingivitis, because when you get older, your gums recede. I don't know what that means. I think your gums just pack up a suitcase and move to Florida. I don't know what happens. Your gums say, I've been holding your teeth in long enough. I'm through here. I've had it with you. So there's one for gum protection for gingivitis. Well, yeah, I want that one. Well, hold on. There's another choice. There's a toothpaste that fights cavities. Boom, boom, fighting the cavities. I don't want cavities. You know what happens when you get cavities? The dentist goes into your mouth, puts up construction cones, and yellow tape says caution, and they go in there with a construction crew. They go in with drills and chisels and picks. And they start drilling away at your teeth and filling them with cement. Man, I don't want that. Yeah, I want protection against cavities. Those are 4 different toothpaste types. Says it in bold letters on the box specifically. I need all of them. Well, one day, all the toothpaste companies said, this might be a problem here. We have too many UPC codes. Nobody knows what to buy. Let's come out with a toothpaste that has all of these things in it. Genius, right? So they call it Colgate Complete or something like that, or Pepsodent everything, complete, total. There's a total. It's a Crest Total or Crest Complete. I don't know. They've all got a word for it, but they've got all those protective things in one toothpaste tube. That's the one I want. That's the one I buy. So why do you have all the rest of them still on the shelf? Why do you have one that just does white, one that just does enamel, one that just does gums, one that just does cavities? Why are they still there? Why are they still there? Does somebody actually say, well, I would get the Total Complete one, but I don't really want my teeth protected against enamel. I don't with the enamel. I don't want to get into the enamel thing. Do you understand now how things make no sense? And that's why I do this show. Do you even understand that? Do I need subtitles? Do I need captions at the bottom in some language that you may understand? I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, I'll throw into the middle of the show, if you want to listen to my program every single freaking weekday, we do a brand new show. It's a half-hour show. You can go to newenglandbroadcasting.com, newenglandbroadcasting.com, or just Google my name, Ron Van Dam, VANDAM.com, actually. Or the Ron Van Dam Show. We're on like 40 different platforms. The We're on the Spotify and the iTunes and the Apple Podcasts and the Audible and all the Alexa things and you know every Amazon Music. We're on everything. Pandora, even on her. Yeah. But the best thing is just go to that website and you'll find us, newenglandbroadcasting.com or the Ron Van Dam Show or the Ram Bam Bam Show. I can't even say the word properly. So there you have it. There you have that. Thank you very much. We've got about 9 minutes left, so I'm going to open it up to you. Questions from the viewing audience. Go on. What? Oh, really? Okay. Apparently, I'm not able to hear you. Maybe if you shout louder into your cable box, I'll be able to hear you. Try it. Shout loud into your cable box. Say something like, "Hi, Ron." No, I still can't hear you. I can't hear you. Don't even bother. If people walk into the room, they're going to think you're crazy, so don't do it. I'm so sick of social media. I don't even understand what it is. It's a generational thing, you know? It's generational. I spent most of my life with a phone book and a dictionary and an encyclopedia. That was it, man. That's how I did it. That's how I did it. If I didn't understand what a word meant, I opened up the dictionary and I looked it up. I had to use my brain. If I didn't understand something in history or something about jellyfish or something like that, is jelly actually made with jellyfish? I don't know. I'd go to Jay in the encyclopedia and I'd look up jellyfish and it would answer most of my questions, probably not all of them. Yeah, that's what I did. If I wanted to call a company or look for someone to fix my bathroom leak, I took out my phone book, my yellow pages. They were pretty much yellow, and I'd look under plumbers, and I'd see all the plumbers that were in my area, and I'd call them up, and they'd answer the phone. They'd actually answer the phone. They'd say, "Hello." I go, "Wow, a human being on the other side of my telephone call. No robots, no recorded things, a human being who is usually fairly pleasant." If I had trouble reaching somebody, I would just hit the 0 on my phone, and some person, usually a lady, I don't know why, would say, "Hi, how are you? How may I help you?" How may I help you? Wow, that's fantastic. I never hear "how may I help you." Do you know what I hear these days? Go to the website where it says frequently asked questions. The question I have is never frequently asked, ever. But this is the time that I live in. I don't talk to people. I just listen to recordings. If I want something, I press 2. Something else, I'll press 3. Or I'll press 4. And I'll sit there and wait for 25 minutes till some human being will talk to me. It's a sad world, ladies and gentlemen. You millennials have no idea how simple things used to be. You think this is simple now with the computerization of everything? It's not. Let me tell you another story, kids. When I went to New York, I went to a Broadway play, because as long as you're going to make the drive, you might as well see a play. Might as well blow all your money. Don't get me started on how expensive it is in New York. Don't even get me started. So most people had digital tickets. Do you know what this is? I didn't. I had mine printed out on my computer. I had it on paper. And I just showed it to the person at the door, and they scanned it with their little machine, and I walked in. Took no more than 2 seconds. Everybody else had it on their phone, and they would have to hold their phone up, and they'd scan the phone. But it doesn't work like that, because every single schmuck that has 2 feet, they don't prepare it first. They walk up to the ticket thing, and they say, can I see your ticket? And they go, okay. And they pick up their phone, and they go, let's see, well, that's it. No, that's not it. Here, wait a minute. Is that? No, that's not it. No, hold on. 5 minutes for them to get the, I had it written on paper, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. That's what happens. Digital coupons. Well, hold on now. I got to look this up. Nope. That's a picture of the spaghetti I had last night. That's not it. Wait a minute. I got to scroll this. Hold on. I'm looking at screenshots from 2002. Hold on, please. Here it is. No, that's not it. That was the, no, it's something else. All right, here we go. Oh my God, stop with the digital crap. Stop it. Everything's digital now. I'm a member of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. I'm a member. I paid money to be a member. I get in for free because I'm a member. I always get a membership card. I walk up to the guy standing there before you get in the museum, and I flash the card, and he goes, "All right, go on." Not anymore. Now they sent me a letter saying, "We are now digital." No, the paintings in your museum are not digital. I walk in, they're real. We're not issuing cards anymore. We're doing everything digitally. So when you come in, use your digital membership. Why? Stop it. Just, please, stop. Just, why are you making things? No, Ron, it's a lot easier just to show, okay, how do I do that? Download our app. How do I download your app? Send me the freaking card. I'll flash it in front of your face. How simple is that? Download your app? Yes, and then create a username. What? And a password. Enter the password twice. It has to have a symbol, a capital letter, eight digits long, and you have to use numerical digits somewhere in it. Okay, that's too much. That's too much compared to you just sending me a frickin' card in the mail. I flash it in your face. We're done. And of course, we're not talking about the time it takes to find it on your phone when you're in line looking to get in and there's 20 people behind you. Hey, what's the holdup? I'm looking on my phone. It's here somewhere. I don't know where to, hold on, please. All right, yeah. You know, it's funny because you millennials and your Generation Ps and your Generation Ws, you're going to grow older too, if you're lucky, I say. And you're going to feel the same way when things start technologically advancing further than you are. You'll feel the same way. So, I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just about out of time. I hope you enjoyed the program. We kept each other company for a short period of time. If you enjoyed the show, this was a good time. If you didn't enjoy the show, this has been excruciating for you. And similarly for me. By the way, I want to thank the good people here at this cable facility here. It's a beautiful facility. I have to say that, otherwise they won't let me do the show. And they're good people too. They're good. I've had them checked out. I had a private detective make sure that I did a background check on them. There were no problems, anything like that, because I refuse to do a show where the staff is, a little bit odd, if you know what I'm talking about. But these people seem to be above board. I had to also make sure that they eat properly. I cannot do a show in a studio where people are eating like ribeye steaks every night. I'm not into it, and I won't be part of it. So, but these people are clean. They do. They all shower, and the women look great in gowns, and the guys clean up nicely. So, I give them props for that. Have yourself a wonderful day. I wish you peace.